You're tuning into Boxing UK. My name is Rack Noble. I'm here with Angel Fernandez. Angel, how are you doing today?
Good. A bit hectic with all these cameras. I'm not used to this. I would rather prefer to be behind where you are. But listen, we have to do it for once in a while.
You're in a starlight attraction now. You're the main man. You're the main man behind the main man.
I'm not the main man, you know. We're a team. We're a great team, and this is about, you know, bringing everyone together. You know, everyone at their 1% to help this man become a 3-time heavyweight champion of the world.
So of course, Angel, you've been in camp with AJ for a while now. Whilst he was with Rob McCracken, you was there doing some skill set work with him. What do you take going into being his main coach now, which will be able to help and develop him on?
Listen, Anthony always has got a lot of room to improve. I think he's got a lot more to give to the sport. Definitely, we had like a conversation, you know, before the camp started, the things that we're gonna work on, and that's what we focus.
So of course, you know AJ probably better than most trainers will. What does he need to do to get a different result in this fight, which he didn't do in the first fight?
He needs to adapt. He needs to be versatile. He needs to bring his assets, what he is good at, and that's what we focus on. You know, we're not focused so much on what Usyk does or what Usyk doesn't do. You know, we just focus on ourselves, and come August the 20th, he will show what we have been working on.
So of course, in the first fight, you wasn't the main man in charge. If you was the main man in charge, what would you have done differently, which you'll probably be doing now on the 20th?
To be honest, I don't get to kind of like get into that sort of like questions, but I respect Rob, I respect Joby. That was in the past, you know. I could say so many things now, like Rob could say so many things now, but he's been in the present. In the present, sometimes, you know, things happen, and then you kind of like see it back and you go, I wish I could have said that, or I could have said that. So listen, Rob McCracken has been a great coach. You know, he can show that, look, he became twice 2-time heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medal, so the credentials are there, and one night is not going to define how good or bad he is as a coach.
So of course, this time around, you added an addition to the camp in Robert Garcia. Whose idea was it to bring Robert Garcia in? Was it yourself or was it AJ's?
Obviously, you know, I went around, you know, seeing all the coaches as well. I had conversations with each one of them. Myself and Rob, you know, we have been having a great conversation, great relationship since I ever saw him. Then once he came over to the UK, I think in December time, it was kind of like I knew this man for a long time. So I said, I think, you know, me and him, we definitely could work well together. But not so much me. I think it's more about kind of like the team conversations, you know, sit down and say what's the best approach for this fight, and he was the one.
So of course, Robert Garcia, he's trained a dozen world champions, got currently Bam Rodriguez in his camp, he's world champion. What did you see in Robert which you think will be able to bring something out in AJ which wasn't there before?
He brings experience. He brings you couldn't see all his fighters how he fights. He brings so many aspects in boxing, not just that, if not like the mentality, the fighters are physical. He just brings so many things that complement what I bring to the table as well, and both of us create a great team.
And just touching on another big man in your camp, Richard Riakporte, he's been going from strength to strength, he's been doing his thing. Will he be a sparring partner at any point for AJ in the upcoming fight?
Oh, they have done, you know, sparring previously in the camp, but Richard is now on a vacation, you know, well-deserved vacation. He has been in the gym even after fights, you know, on a Monday straight away, and in the direction that we're going, I think he needed a nice, relaxed holiday, and well-deserved. He's very dedicated, very disciplined, very professional, and I look forward to when he comes back to keep on working and make him become world champion.
So what are the next steps for Richard? Because last time around, vicious body shot, stopped his opponent in the second. It was meant to be a test, but he seemed to handle it pretty easily. What plans next? World title next, or does he need another stepping stone before he gets there?
Obviously, the idea hopefully will be Maccabi, you know, because we're the WBC Silver Champions as well. That's the route that we're going to take. But if not, if we have to take 1-2 more fights, I would rather see him in another fight where he might get a bit, you know, back in adversity, you know, go through a few more rounds and assess the fight, watch the fight together and see what's next. But ideally, 1 to 2 fights.
So if the opportunity came up and Makabu was available, would you take it as his next fight, and do you think he's capable of winning it as his next fight?
Of course he's capable. You know, he's been with Juma Southpaw, he's been with Turchi Southpaw, so it makes sense to go. You know, he seems that he's very, very comfortable with them in front now. He's been having heavy sparring, you know, with the heavyweights, you know, Southpaws. He's been handling them very well, and realistically, he will be the man to take on the next fight. But if that fight is not there, maybe 1 to 2 more fights, and you know, God knows what's next.
Makabu Southpaw, correct?
Yeah.
In an ironic twist of fate, wouldn't it be good to get Makabu in for some sparring with AJ to prepare him for Usyk?
Obviously, you know, it's like you have to look at the business and things like that. Of
course.
Makabu is quite a bit more static. You know, we need like a bit more versatile fighters. You know, yeah. And we have that. We have static fighters. We have movers as well. But I don't think Makabu is maybe like the right sparring partner for this fight.
Fully understand. And just going back to the AJ fight, as the coach, as the trainer, what is your prediction for the outcome of the 20th of August?
Win by any means. Win by any means. And, you know, what that means is like, if he's there to take in round 3, round 5, round 6, he will be ready for 24, 12 rounds, whatever it is.
Going for an AJ win, ultimately.
God willing.
Thank you much for your time, Angel Fernandez.
Thank you so much.
All the best for the 20th, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Thank you for your time, mate. Thank you.